What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Today we are here at Corvettes at Carlisle, nonetheless, but we're here with Nate, who owns a C8, but it's an eray. We actually got an AWE exhaust on this thing, and I know you guys have heard an AWE exhaust before on a Stingray, but we're going to see what the eray exhaust is all about, because it is slightly different, and this is a track edition. So if you guys are big into the eray stuff, which I know some of you are, this might be the exhaust you want. Let's talk about everything that you can expect to get out of the AWE track edition exhaust on your eray. So guys, again, this is Nate's C8 Corvette. If you want to check him out, that's his channel stuff right there. But I actually know him through DBM Racing, David and Brandon's garage. They actually met him because he's from Atlanta or Georgia area, right?
Metro Atlanta, yeah.
So this is his eray. Now, this is a 2024, correct?
Yep.
Oh, well, actually, I guess it's only a year. So 2024.
Got that new.
The new, yeah.
Release.
The carbon flash, torch red calipers, and the interior. Wouldn't you know it? It's black with red stitching, some carbon fiber pieces, carbon fiber level 2 there. And I bet you're wondering by now, Justin, was this guy in your booth? And if he was, is it because it's a mirror of your car? The answer is yes. So he has an eray, and you guys know how I feel about the eray. The eray is a great car. It's a fantastic car. Nate will tell you nothing but good stuff about it, but that's my baby. That's my baby. I am a Z06 guy. Not saying anything bad about the eray. I know a lot of you guys want to run with what I say out there, but it's not that I have any hate for the eray. I think the eray is a fantastic car.
It doesn't sound like a flat plane crank.
It's not just that. I'm not going to ever downgrade a car because it doesn't sound like a flat plane crank, but
I will.
You will. Yeah. And he owns it. Guys, attack him. Guys, right now, attack. But seriously, the eray is a great car, and honestly, I might actually buy one of these before the end of the year because I want to play with it a little bit. But
what I felt it was lacking was that sound, though, which is why I got the AWE track exhaust.
So he obviously likes the flat plane crank, but if you can't get the flat plane crank, let's get the next best thing. Let's get the LT2 engine, the big V8. Let's get it sounding right. Now, I don't unfortunately have a before and after clip for you, but what I am going to do is I'm going to give you a couple starts, a couple revs, and we're also going to take a ride in it, and we're going to listen to what this thing sounds like from the inside, because you guys have already seen my review of the eray. The eray is a great car, like I said, but there are a couple spots where it's lacking. Not anything dissimilar from the Z06. The Z06 isn't a perfect car either, but this car just got a little more perfect because of AWE. So, I had an AWE Touring Edition on my C8 Corvette Stingray. This is a AWE track edition, and I've heard that it sounds pretty good.
All right.
Let's get some starts and some revs on this guy. So I'm not going to stand directly behind it because I am not that dumb. We're at Carlisle, so we've had a lot of that kind of stuff. Let's hear an eray with a track edition. Already sounds good. Now this is a warm start. Crank
246 6500.
That's how it's supposed to sound, guys. So AWE always knocking it out of the park with these cars. The Stingray exhaust that they have obviously comes in track or touring edition, but track sounds the best on this car, especially once we get in and we get to, you know, maneuver it a little bit. You're going to hear, of course, that amazing eray motor sound that comes from the front, which I love that, by the way. It's like, it makes me feel like a kid again. It sounds exactly like a transformer. And it's like, woo! That's my best impression. And then you're gonna have this thing screaming and sounding like some serious bald eagle stuff. So yeah, right. Let's take a ride. Let's take a ride in this thing.
Try to make that noise.
Yeah, no, that's the best you're gonna get out of me, guys. eray, it's looking good, man. Carbon flash is my color. You guys know I would have definitely gotten carbon flash if you could have got it on a 23 without getting a 70th anniversary edition, because I didn't want the interior, but it's a little dusty right now. But
or black.
right there. You can kind of see the flake. What was that, Nate?
I said everything's either carbon flash, including the wheels. It's either carbon flash, which is almost like it's a sparkly black, if you will, or gray black. Carbon fiber, or the stealth, which is the dark black aluminum trim.
So again, just like looking at this door panel, I might as well be looking at my door panel. I like it. Nate, without even knowing me, Nate specced this car. Did you spec this or did you buy this just like this?
I pre-ordered it.
So he spec'd this car just like my Z06. I freaking love it. This is why I had him in the booth. I mean, literally, you could sit in this car and then sit in mine. And the only way you would know which car you're in is because of that. That's pretty much it. So anyway, let's take it for a ride. All right, guys, we are in the E-Ray now. Let's go ahead and, again, warm start this thing, but we're going to rev it from the interior. All right, so, wow. You know what's funny is I don't think I've ever driven a 2024 outside of an E-Ray. So I got all these new little fandangled icons up there. Well, that's the front end lift, but is that the lane departure thing?
I think so.
I have not really experienced a 24 that often. My only 24 was an E-Ray. Now I'm in another E-Ray. Anyway, let's hear this thing revving. I'll tell you what, I do kind of miss the super torque whenever you rev your engine and you can feel the whole car shake a little bit. You don't get that with the Z06 too much. But we're gonna drive around, pretty much just around the fairgrounds here. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this, just so you can hear what the exhaust sounds like with the windows down, and then we'll do it again with the windows up. So here we go, just kind of cruising around the fairgrounds here. I'm not gonna go too fast, I don't wanna run anybody down, but
this person's not watching what they're doing.
Oh, that's Sam. That was NCM Insurance, not paying attention. Yeah, I really like the sound of this, actually. This sounds really, I mean, I should actually, because I'm a big AWE guy, but
it's quiet right now. Its sweet spot's around 3,000 RPMs, just FYI.
Let's see if we can get there real quick. Ready? Not bad.
You gotta downshift.
We gotta do some manual driving.
There you go.
Oof, look at that Z06.
If you hit the Charge Plus button, let's see, there we go.
All right, let's see if we can get to 3,000 here. See if I can see what's going on over here. We're gonna do it. We're gonna blast it. Hey! All right, here we go. I hope that's coming through on camera. That sounds really good.
Downshift. See that? It'll give you the crackles and burbles and pops.
That
if you're
sounds
downshifting above the 3,000 mark.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so it does sound good. I'm a big fan of AWE, but I'll be honest, man, the more time I spend in an E-Ray, the more I do like it. I like it. I like the E-Ray a lot. This thing is, it feels very reminiscent, obviously, of a Z06, but I do, just this little bit of driving, I do feel the extra weight up front, though. I know a lot of people have told me there's no way you feel that weight. I feel it. I can tell the front end of this car is heavier.
I did have fries for lunch.
Yeah?
I did.
All right, we'll do some. All right, so I think that's pretty much good for this part of it. What we're gonna do next, I'm gonna put the windows up, and we're gonna kind of do the same thing and see what it sounds like inside. I am gonna turn on the air conditioning though, because we're freaking dying here. But see what it sounds like with the windows up. We're not gonna be able to do that high.
Figured we'd just get a quick relief break.
Oh yeah. So with the windows up,
Sorry guys, I got ice monster slushing around. We're off-roading stuff. I don't think that the phone can pick up those like crackles and burbles.
It's such a shame that I can't film this with that phone on the outside while we're in here. So this is just a little bit of the driving around the fairgrounds here, guys. So I think I'm gonna get out and do a couple more revs because honestly the exhaust sounds fantastic, but I can't really take it too high inside the fairgrounds here, and I don't think we really have room to stretch the legs. But all right guys, so since we're at the fairgrounds and we can't really get out on the main roads, I'm gonna have Nate send me some footage. But before he sends me any footage, we're gonna have him do a launch here and then a normal takeoff from here too, so we can hear it from the outside. So there's another warm start. I'm gonna get over on the side here. That was a launch. We're gonna have him do just a regular takeoff now. All right, so she sounds good. All right, guys, we gotta find some shade. It's getting kind of hot here. So we saw Nate do a launch control and just a regular kind of fast takeoff. What we're gonna do from here, I'm gonna ask him to send me some footage of more road driving, so we can have a better idea of what this thing sounds like on the road doing, 60, 80 miles an hour. But I will tell you this, the AWE is always the way to go, whether you do touring or track. And honestly, this is the track on this car, and this is the first time I think I would ever recommend the track. This sounds really good on the E-Ray, really good on the E-Ray.
And just wanted to give a quick thanks and shout out once again to AWE Tuning, Corvette to Carlisle 2024, and Justin from Horsepower Obsessed. As his slogan goes, stay obsessed, guys. Thanks.